escapes me right now. Slovakia. But basically, he's talking about Zion, right? Because the word Zion goes back to the Hebrew, to Zion, which means monument, right? And the word monument, when you go into it, it's a memorial. Hey, you got there's a place in London, which I'm not too far from right now, which is basically called Monument, right? You have Monument Station. It's around the corner from it. And basically what you have is a great pillar that basically is a monument, I believe, onto the Fire of London. If my memory serves me correctly. And basically, why is it a monument onto the? It's all in what I just said. It's a monument onto the Fire of London, right? So it basically means a memorial of something, right? So the word Zion, all right, or the name Zion, which one of our nicknames, one of the names that the Heavenly Father described us as, to Zion in the Lashon Kodash, basically means monument of the Heavenly Father. Okay, so we're memorials. Like when you look on the nation of Israel, that puts your mind into thinking of the Most High power. Okay, so that's what we're meant to be, a memorial of the Heavenly Father. We're a visual. I love always thinking about this, man. We're a visual representation of something that can't be seen. All right, we represent the Heavenly Father in the flesh, in this third dimension. We're a manifestation of the Heavenly Father in the fourth dimension, in the third. All right, and the Lord's gonna. Hey, we're coming into the time of the end. The Lord's gonna do some magnificent things in the midst of the people. All right. So let me read it again. So it's going into the mark of exemption of Fawar. All right. It's giving more depth as to what it is. Revelation 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. All right. Because why was the father's name written in their foreheads? Because that was part of their seal. All right. Because basically one of the instrumental things, a good example is Moses. When Moses was basically risen up to be the deliverer of the nation of Israel from the captivity of Egypt, what was the first thing he asked of the angel that was before him? He said, what's the name of the Heavenly Father? And he told him, he said, I am that I am, but then he went on to establish his name being Yahweh. All right. So that showed you how great of a thing it is to know the name of your power. Okay, because basically in the name is basically like how can I say? It's the brand basically. So like, for example, you got Jake. They love like stuff like Gucci and Louis Vuitton. What is Gucci and Louis Vuitton a representation of? That's a representation of a high class lifestyle. All right. The name of Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai, represents a lifestyle. Same way, it's a brand that represents a whole lifestyle. Okay. So that's why it tells you in the book of Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe. All right. By them basically running into that strong tower, they basically, when they're inside that strong tower, it basically establishes. It's the reason why they're there is because they're there to a form of lifestyle. The Lord, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. All right. So let me back up that point as well with Revelations, the 7th chapter. Right? It said they had the name of the Heavenly Father in their foreheads. So let me read this. This is Revelation 7:1. It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. All right? So let me read that again. Man. It's Revelation 7:1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, all right, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree, right? And the winds that they were holding back represent destruction. They'll basically have 4 angels on the corners, north, south, east, west, basically pulling back the destruction, right, from happening. and basically being told not to let it unravel, okay? It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, right? The truth, the names of the Heavenly Father. That was the seal. This is the same seal we have. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, all right? Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of Yahweh in their foreheads, right? Till they have been given, basically been given that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Basically, the destruction ain't gonna unravel until they have the understanding that's necessary for them to escape the said perils, right? That's why, going back to Ezekiel 9 and 4, it says about a mark of exemption being put on the men that sigh and that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, all right? So it says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Okay, so basically that goes again. It shows you same thing I iterated in Revelation, the 14th chapter, same in the 7th, which is all embodied in Ezekiel 9 and 4. Right? Let me grab this precept. Oh Lord. So this is 2 Corinthians 1 and 22. Who have also sealed us and given the earnest of the Spirit in our hearts. Alright? So that shows you what a seal is. Alright? Being the Spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shai. And it tells you in the book of John 6 and 63, the flesh profiteth nothing, but it's spirit that quickeneth. And the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So basically it's the word that's basically the seal unto the Heavenly Father. And it's all embodied in the name of the Heavenly Father, okay? Because as I said before, it's a brand that represents a whole lifestyle. It tells a whole lifestyle behind it, all right? So now, let's get into the mark of the beast. So it's Revelation 13. And 15, right? So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? So you see, hey, let me read this quickly because this goes into everything I'm speaking about. Because the Heavenly Father made everything in double, okay? So like I just said, the name of the Heavenly Father is a brand. The name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is basically a brand unto righteousness. It embodies a whole image, alright? Because the word image is where you also find statues, alright? Because statues is basically an image whereby you conform by, a fashion that you follow by. So they follow, the image that we follow by is the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. But then taking the mark of the beast, you're conforming to the image of the beast, which is a set of rules, being democracy, homosexuality, basically the LGBTQ community, etc., etc. Women are equal to men. All these different things basically equate to the image of the beast, right? Which is his form of laws, statutes, and commandments on the left-hand side. Sirach 33 and 14. It says, good is set against evil. Alright, let me read it. You know what, let me read into it. So, this is Sirach 33, also known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha.